So I'm gonna tell you what the best pet to get for grow a garden for the most priority you should get. So um first thing first, you wanna get if you go to the if you walk all the way to here to get the pet shop, here my tier list. So you might wanna get if you want the cheapest, get dog or golden lab or Chihuahua Indu. This thing, what this thing does, if you look at the seed shop, you can buy these, right? But sometimes they can give you any of these cosmetic, the rare seed in the game by AFK. That's for passive and relaxing income. But you have to be in the game. If you're not in the game, then it's useless. So what that can do, so I have the huge version. So if you have a huge version, if you have like Titanic, then it will be like this, something like that. So he will dig apparently of his animation. There we go. He dropped a seed. It's a carrot. It's a common. That's only for 17% chance, by the way. But it really fast. 5 seconds is the maximum every second for the animation. And the percentage, it can keep going up, whatever the maximum. I don't know what the maximum, because I don't have a 10 kg or 9 kg. This is 7.9 kg, so technically it's good, but it's not the highest percentage in the game. If you have the regular version, but you won't have like the same cooldown as mine because I have a lot of Nenzala. Nenzala? What that thing do is give you percentage more cooldown and passive, so it becomes shorter faster. So if you have the smaller version, it's gonna be longer. You see, it's 43 seconds. So if you have the bigger KG, the better value it becomes. And more cooldowns, reduction, and more percentage. And you get more every growth rate. But once you get 100, you just move one decimal to the right. That's it. There's no question asked unless you really stuck at math. That's the only reason why you cannot do math. It'll be maximum. It'll be 22, 2, and then 0.60 kg, something like that. Because it based on the first two letters, then you just move that one decimal to the right. So after that, you must have a if you really want like sprinklers or grandmaster sprinkler or gear shop, I recommend getting mode. Pancake mode or the regular mode. I sold my regular mode because it's kind of small, smaller than my pancake mode. What this thing does, it dig out every 62 seconds underground and find shackles or gears. But I don't know if it's RNG based, but it's a one out of like I don't know 1% chance of getting like the rarest grand sprinklers. I'm gonna so you can get this. So you can have watering can, trading ticket. Actually, I need this. Or you can have trowel or reclaimers. It RNG though. It's a gear, so it's a gear right here, right? So that means technically all these gears shop. So you can get a basic sprinkler. What that thing do? It grows the fruit bigger, so you have more bigger size of shekels. And then we have advanced. That's a same thing as basic sprinkler, but it can suck each other with basic and advanced. Then you have medium torque. That's really good for XP if you really need XP. No, that's the buff. That make it like 20% cooldown reduction or buff. This one the XP. That's like I think at least 12 hours or 24 hours. I'm not too sure. Then we have a godly sprinkler. It's just the same thing as the advanced. You can stack it on each other, but make sure you want to use the most valuable one first. Then you put the least last. We got magnifying glass. That will tell you how many shekels. But honestly, if you really are the pay to win player or you are the trying to get a huge bone blossom or whatever huge, then you use the tabby, I think tabby or mooncat. But honestly, if you have tabby, it's still not that bad because it does the same thing as mooncat. Mooncat is actually more rare, but the only difference is just the mooncat has duplicate on moon fruits. So if you get like, let's say you grab a fruit, then there's a small percentage chance, like 5% chance of getting the fruit twice. That's what it does. Then we have massive sprinkler. That's really good for sizing your shekels for your fruit. But you have to take them all your fruit away. Then you have a cleaning spray. Then we have favorite. Blah blah blah. You know what the stuff. And friendship pot. I think you still can get. And grandmaster sprinkler too. And level up pot. Honestly, this one really good. If your pancake mode, get it. But apparently, I got shekels. So that was the main thing you had to get. And then you have to get a pancake if you're doing the capybara method. I honestly do capybara. I don't do Dibosaurus because I don't like Dibosaurus because I want to get my sack to each other. My nimble Nigerian with my capybara because it's a week and I already have a pancake sack. You have to get this pancake sack. So it will guarantee at least a capybara will go there and watch. You're going there to get. They're gonna send in my. I can't see it. Yeah, there it is. The pancake sack right there. That's what it does. It brings all the pets toward that one area. But if you wondering how many I place it, I place it almost like 20, and I have a 6 hot spring. What is hot spring? That's for the nimble to let it sit and use the abilities. This ability. You need hot spring to your garden. The pet will bounce and boost all the passive ability. More percent. And this pet actually real good. But if you don't have hot spring, please do not buy these pet. Please. They're not worth it if you don't have the hot spring. If you buy the hot spring, if you cannot get the hot spring anymore. The only way you can get it from the Zen update, but I don't know if it will come back. If it does, then it really broken. Then everyone want it for the nimble. Yeah, honestly, those three are the most best for the early game players and the late game players because early game you need seed, right? And then the late game need basic sprinklers. So end of the day, it's a win-win situation, and you don't really need a huge mold unless you really need like 5 second cooldown. That's like honestly, you don't need that for a Shababi Indu, but you only need like eight of them Shababi Indu or eight more, or maybe you want to do one nimble and then you have seven Shababi Indu or more because you need to get your priority on the shackles and the new update of the seeds that have been released to to make the game better for your late game over time. So you can play the game chill and you don't have to worry about any FOMO. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And bye.